Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to RapTutorials. I'm Larry, and today I was going to take a little break from what I normally try to do with tutorial stuff and kind of work in a little bit of my own flavor, my own kind of writing style into the tutorial today. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how I specifically try to write rhymes. So what I like to do with writing rhymes is I think what's most fun for me about rap is just being as acrobatic as possible. I try to listen for words that have multi-syllables, that sound like other words or phrases that have multi-syllables, because I think that nothing makes me feel better as a rapper when somebody hears what I said and they make that face like somebody farted and they're like, what? And you can see their brain trying to put together everything that you said. One of the things that I like to do most is like I'll look for a word, like I was actually driving down the highway and I came up with this thing, I'm outin', or I'm out in, because it sounds like a mountain. And so driving to work that day, I kept trying to flip I'm out in, a mountain, as many ways as I can so that it sounded like I was saying a mountain, a mountain, a mountain, a mountain, a mountain, but I was actually saying different things. So at the end of that little session, it probably took me like 30 minutes to come up with this. And I'm talking like driving 4 or 5, hand on the wheel, but just in my head, I keep going back and forth over this. The rhyme that I came up with was, I'm out in Miami with my accountant and the amount that he's counting is looking high as a mountain. Now pause, play that back. I said, I'm out in Miami with my accountant and the amount that he's counting is looking high as a mountain. I never say the word mountain more than once. I never say the word accountant, count, or I'm out in more than once. But when you say it fast, when you say it put together the way that I wrote it, it sounds like I'm saying like a bunch of gibberish. But if you really slow it down and listen to it, I'm saying, I'm out in Miami with my accountant and the amount that he's counting is looking high as a mountain. And another example of that rhyme style that I like to do was, now this rhyme I'm actually really proud of. I haven't used it in a song yet because I've been like saving it because I thought it was a dope rhyme. And I never really had a song that had the same energy or had the same subject matter as what I was trying to say with this song. But what I said was, I wrote this back in high school actually. So this is when I was first getting into rap and when I first really got excited about this style that I use. But it was something like, I put everything in me into getting in this industry, dispensing sentences ever since a sentence made sense to me. I put everything in me into getting in this industry, dispensing sentences ever since a sentence made sense to me. Like I was like, that was one of those rhymes where after you say it, you're like, oh shit, like you're feeling yourself for a while. But I really like that rhyme. So now let me break down my style and my approach. Again, I say I look for a word or a phrase that has multi-syllable references that I can use, or it has multi-syllable sounds that I immediately think of and it sounds like another word or phrase. So like I'm looking at an Amazon box right now. So if I hear Amazon and I'm on, my mom, like I try to just start shoving in words and sounds that mix. So that's probably a weaker one. But like motion sickness, ocean sick is the sickest, sick as, stick shift, stick this, motion sickness, stick this to the stick shift and I switch it, this bitch it, getting these. So like I basically try to look for words similar to that. And again, you're hearing me like just right off the top of the head trying to come up with these, and it takes a little while to actually find the word or phrase that you want to use, really break down all the different words that you can use that have the same sounds, and then reconstruct it back together to make a sentence that makes sense. Like I'm out in Miami with my accountant and the amount that he's counting is looking high as a mountain. I put everything in me into getting in this industry, dispensing sentences ever since a sentence made sense to me. So yeah, that's one of the two styles that I've been really playing with over the years that I like doing. I like putting that in my music. The second is actually a little more funny. This one isn't really like a rhyme style more than it is just something fun to do when I rhyme. Is I take two names and then I combine them into one, and then I'll lead in with a punch or a description, and then when I say the full name, it's funny. Like baby, I'm a king and I can sing your pants off. She calls me Mr. Martin Luther Vandross, right? Martin Luther King, Luther Vandross. So I've combined Martin Luther Vandross, you know. So you take two famous names or two famous people and you try to take a characteristic about them to talk about yourself. Baby, I'm a king and I can sing your pants off. That's why they call me Mr. Martin Luther Vandross. So it's I don't know, it's just something fun that I came up with and that I try to do more and more of. So, you know, look for two names that you think have a characteristic like you, and the names have to actually be able to combine. So like Martin Luther King's name is Martin Luther King, and then obviously Luther Vandross. So I go Martin Luther, you're thinking of Martin Luther King, and then Luther Vandross, so Martin Luther Vandross. So you'll probably hear that a lot more in the music that I start doing. One thing I will say though is I keep saying the music that I make, the music that I do, I'm one of those people that has like a ton of songs that like only me and my friends hear, because I've never really been interested in trying to be a big artist or to go sell or do anything like that, like in my life currently. That may change now. I may start releasing some music because people want to see me put my money where my mouth is. How am I the one making these rap tutorials video, but people don't know what my music sounds like? So I go back and forth on that often. But again, I just do this because I love it. I haven't gotten a single penny off of this channel. I haven't gotten a penny off of any of my music. I just make the music because I love to do it and it's fun for me. So I make these and hopefully it's more fun for you. So those are two things that you guys can do. Go ahead and take those styles and do something with it. Take those approaches and do something with it. I would love to see the name switch up get more popularity. I'd love to see what creative things other people come up with. So drop some in the comments. If you got a good one, put it in the comments. I won't steal it. Obviously, you know, it's going to be about you. So it'll be hard to, you know, to take what you're saying and use it for myself if those names don't apply with me. But again, take those two styles, look for your multi-syllable word and phrase that sounds like the same thing every time you say it, where actually if you break it down, you're saying a whole sentence, a whole rhyme. And so those are usually the ones that make people get perplexed, like, oh shit, this guy can really rap. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I'm gonna come back much quicker than I normally do with the second video, which is how I can help you write your rhymes better. So this would be me saying, I'm not anticipating you rhyme like me. I don't know what your style is, but these are like 3 or 4 basic ways that you can just come up with better rhymes. Last but not least, I'm moving again. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys about that one later. Thanks for watching Rap Tutorials. I'll see you guys next time.